Good evening, and welcome to some live stream with me, Every Games of Tea. I am confused now. We got a bit distracted in the green room, shall we say? It was my fault. It was entirely my fault because I started talking about BG3. So you know, it's entirely my fault. So we got a bit distracted. Anyways, hi, welcome. We're here to play some Dungeons & Dragons with these 4, soon to be 6 wonderful friends of mine who keep coming back to this world that's in my head.
Help! We're trapped here.
You're not trapped here. You fucking know that.
Just
You're
get
not
sick, and then you'll be gone for 2 weeks.
We're not trapped with you. You're trapped with us.
Oh, that's so true.
That's actually more true, to be honest.
That's a very good point.
That's actually more true.
Very good point.
Ed getting distracted. What else did you blink twice if you need help? Oh, too late, Dreamy. Too late. Too late. Anyways, as usual, there's a few announcements I have to make to start the stream. The first of those is I'm an affiliate with Fantasy Grounds. If you would like to support the stream, but also get your stuff for Fantasy Grounds, such as licenses, as well as also stuff with Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder, Starfinder, Vampire 5th Edition. I've forgotten what else is on that site, but there's a lot of stuff in there. If you want to support the stream, but also get your stuff for Fantasy Grounds, you can do so by clicking the link that's going to be appearing in the chat in a moment. It's on that side of this page, I think, somewhere. Or if you're watching on the phone, down below. Affiliates. No, that's... Oh, God. And a minute. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Ha! My brain has... there we go. I was getting confused between my two links. There's the link for Fantasy Grounds. If you're watching YouTube below, it'll be in the description below. Another person which I have to talk about is the fact I'm affiliate with DnD. Affiliate. There we go. If you would like to also get tea. I'm currently not drinking tea because I ran out of tea literally just as I was about to start everything. So I'm going to fix that in a little bit. But if you'd like to also have good tea as well as also various Dungeons & Dragons themed teas, they are genuinely delicious. I highly recommend Volcanic Inferno. If not that, then Ganassian Teas. So good. You can click the link that is also going to be in the chat, or if you are on YouTube, in the description below. That's that. I have a list I need to go through in my head, and if I don't do the sign off for myself, I will forget what it is. Yes, so teas. Click the link if you'd like to that side. If you'd like to get some teas as well as also support the stream. Also, somebody else that we have to thank is Heroforge. There are miniatures dotted around the screen which you can hopefully see. These have all been made by my players because my players are far more artistically minded than I am. Thank you, Heroforge, for allowing us to show off our artistic stuff on stream. You're awesome. Thank you very much. They do not sponsor the stream anyway, but we do have to ask permission for showing off the miniature stuff. So thank you. There is also music. Music has been provided to us by Sirenscape.com, Tabletopaudio.com, Festian Studios, Alexander Nakarada for Sub Studios, and Travis Avoy from RPG Music Maker. Without folks like these, we would. Oh my god, oh, brain, shut up. Without folks like these, we wouldn't have an enemies. We wouldn't have any music that would be in the Creative Commons license. We wouldn't have any background music without paying significant royalties, and so these folks are awesome! So yes, thank you to all those folks. Also, YouTube channel, that's the thing which I keep forgetting to do every single time I do the bloody stream. youtube.com/asgames_and_t, where you can catch up on all the different things that I do on this bloody channel. It's far too much. Well, most of the recordings that I do, which are Scarlet Guard, Forge's Whimsy, Dark Heresy, there's a lot. It'll be on theirs. Yes. Oh shit! No, there is one more thing I have to talk about. If you would like to support the stream in a more directly monetary fashion, you could do so by clicking it somewhere underneath this thing that you're watching. There are some suggested donation tips for Dungeons & Dragons specifically. There will be can't spell. There will be some others for the other games that are on this channel. But specifically Dungeons & Dragons tips there, you can see there is the advantage, inspiration, in healing potions, rerolls, as well as also if you would like, you and I could work together to create a magical item, which one will be making an appearance very soon. Aha! Bits. Oh, fuck. Balls. Which you can see, which will be paying an appearance, and you and I can work together to create a magical item for the game. God, that realistic knocking is so... That's on the stream. If you hear knocking, that's on the stream. It's so good. But if you hear knocking, it's the stream. It's nowhere else. It's the stream. Okay?
Dude,
Unless
there's
somebody...
someone working outside of my door, so I thought that was my door.
Dreamy, oh my god, I was looking over my house. Yeah, sorry, Dreamy. There we go. Oh, we're getting all the sound effects now.
We're not letting the
Here,
sound
so we
through.
gotta...
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
so with let's
The knocking shall not come
the knocking shall knock 'em. In headphones, the knocking location changes. Yes, it does. It does. It switches from side to side. It's kind of hilarious. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to stop talking now and hand over to my players. Let's start with you, Neil. Tell us about Sykes.
Hi, I'm Neil from Version Diversion. I play Sykes Brillo. He is a ranger rogue. He's kind of an ex-hunter, slowly becoming the hunter he used to be, and trying to find his family along with the help of Farrell, who is grayed out.
Not anymore.
But you know, has been traveling along with this new group of friends, trying to help them as well, because I have somewhat had some kind of, not super closure, because of a god helped me figure out that my family is somewhat being protected. I have no idea how well that'll go through, but I'm gonna help them as much as I can until we get to the areas where where I think my wife is and my child is, so hopefully they last long enough where I can get there.
Oh, don't give me
Before
ideas.
Wraith.
Do not give me ideas. Do not give me ideas. I'm gonna go a different route this time. Sean, hi. Tell us about Farrell.
Hey, I'm Sean.
Yes, yes, it's not just me.
The other way around.
Back!
I'm Farrell. I play Sean. But yeah, Farrell is a wonderful, kind giant. Well, he's not super giant. He's a furball, which is like a fey giant, and he has a love of most things, anything natural. He's a druid, and boy, I haven't done this intro and it feels like a year. But he's a really, really nice guy, and he's helping out his oldest friend Sykes and his new friends with what they do. So, because everyone has needs, in this party, and he's here to help.
Aww. I've missed Farrell. Been a while. He's been a bit quiet recently. It's good to have him back. Also, thank you, thanks Jeff for the probes on for the resub there. As I said, I'm doing things differently today. So Lydia, you're next. Tell us about Shania.
What? Oh my goodness. Well, she's got her heart on the sleeve, her brother and a crystal, and her father by her side. It's Janai.
That was a really good assumption.
cleric combo. She's got purple skin. What else have we got? Yeah, just a really big mouth, massive heart, ready to fight for you or just fight you. Recently stopped having a drinking problem, I hope.
Ha ha.
We'll see.
Challenge
We'll
accepted.
see.
Challenge
We'll
accepted.
see. Important to mention that the last couple of streams, Ed's been pretending like Janai's fallen off of her ethical high ground, and I feel like I have opinions about that.
I'm glad you have opinions. I'm glad you
But
have
we'll see
opinions.
about that later.
We'll see about that later. Yes. Jeff, are you good to talk about Tefari for us?
If my mic is working, yeah.
It isn't working. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes life a lot easier. Well, Tefari is a man of many facets, I like to say. He's, he's not an ogre. He doesn't have layers. Yeah, there's many things to him, every now and then he likes to commit a war crime. Every now and then he gives people the idea that he cares about them. Also, he's a wizard, so yeah,
He's a noble wizard. Emphasis on the wizard, not the noble bit. Moving on.
No, not a lot of nobility about him.
No. The penultimate person, River, could you tell us a bit about Ferric for us?
Yes, Ferric, Blathermouth, idiots, lovely folk, who has a sea goddess question mark? What the hell is a sea goddess? I don't know. I'm just saying things at this point. I mean, yeah, he doesn't have much go on besides being a blathermouth, an idiot to some degree, and well, yeah, and
also,
worships the sea goddess.
And also very insightful as well, I believe we discovered last week.
Oh yeah, even though he talks a lot, he is very insightful and will call bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Last but not least, Ruben, tell us a little bit about Atlas before we get fully engrossed in Blathermouth.
Well, I am playing Atlas, a human barbarian, most normal of all of us. That's saying something. That is saying something. He can lift about twice as much as the world record. He's got his heart in the right place, I think, but he's drawn in by bad crowds. He keeps on doing so. Keeps on
bad
doing
crowds?
so. Yeah.
Bad crowds?
We're on the way of a revolution, war, and the Fari's leading it. So yeah, I'd say so.
Nah. What's the worst that can happen?
Ha!
Talking of war, let's talk about the game, shall we? That's a really, really bad segue, but fuck it, I'm going with it. Yes, our party are engaged in revolution, or at least revolution that is being pursued by Tefari here. And they've been doing some recruiting. There's been some recruiting. There's been some talk of what about to do about keeping a whole massive army of Dragonborn and Kenku and their own fellas within Pretty Pretty Pengolin, the hometown of Tefari, not too far from Maharashtra. Tefari managed to persuade his brother to join him after he agreed to save his brother's wife and daughter from the clutches of the Empire. I'm going to call it in the capital of Bunalbrow. Conversations were had. Abay, Tefari's brother, came up with a plan, or rather, told them what they should have to do, and our heroes decided how to go about it. And I believe the decision was sneak in and out. If I am wrong in that, please tell me that. Please tell me, players. But I believe the decision was sneak in and out. Abay then said, I need to report in and just tell them that everything's gone fine. Part of that plan was, in terms of sneaking in and out, to come back with, I believe, 5 Tabaxi. Tabaxi assassins, to be more precise. So Abay did the reporting in, told them everything was successful, and will be returning with 5 fellow assassins. Unfortunately, 1 fell in battle. There was a bit of time went by, and then he received a reply that said, congratulations, well done. We will be sending paladins to take care of the city. Return as soon as possible. Which has now led to our players having to decide, do they leave and trust their town, trust their home to the Dragonborn army and Kenku army? Do they stay, defend the town, and potentially take out some paladins, and thus also reducing the lives lost in the coming fight? Or do they do something else? I am waiting to hear the answer. So, players, Farrell, Tefari, Atlas, Syke, Shania, and Ferric. It is early evening. You know what is ahead of you, and you know that the paladins will be coming. Owing to Abay's received correspondence from whoever it is he was in touch with, and they will be coming. How long you have? Maybe a day, maybe more. Depends upon how quickly the paladins can get themselves organized. What do you do? in this evening time? Do you prepare to go? Do you prepare to stay and fight? What are your thoughts?
Let's talk about it over dinner.
Let's talk about it over dinner. Great, I'm going to place you right there. You're having dinner, and this is a very fine feast that Tefare's house has put on for you all. But there is obviously that feeling of what the fuck are we doing?
I want your spiciest juice.
The spiciest juice. Tefari, what would the spiciest juice be in your hometown?
Well, it would probably be something like tequila,
Oh, tequila.
and with added chilies, because I'm assuming that we can grow chilies here.
Oh yeah, of course. I'll give you that.
So, something in the lines of a ghost pepper, probably,
Okay.
which we can serve, of course, if.
Ghost pepper juice.
No, but it is alcohol, so tequila.
Yeah.
So, but they like to add a little spice to it and a little ghost pepper to
tequila.
it. So that's what
Wow.
they'll serve Farrell.
Fire, roll me Constitution saving throw.
I bet the DC is gonna be high, ain't it?
Ghost peppers are the hottest pepper ever.
Actually, Carolina Reapers.
Is technically the hottest pepper. Yes, I know. It's the ghost peppers are one step below.
Yeah.
Just doing something else meanwhile. Oh yeah, okay. Good to know.
You gonna roll me that Constitution saving throw, Farrell?
Oh, that was.
Yeah, that was for you.
I thought that was my roll.
Yeah,
No,
you
no,
wanted
no.
the spicy drink.
Janai rolled right when I clicked it, so like, yeah.
Oh.
it didn't roll.
Ah, okay.
No, I'm just doing my push-ups against Atlas.
Oh yeah, you have to click the
Very
button.
good.
A 5. Cool.
Someone get the milk.
So this I've never actually drunk tequila, so my apologies if the flavor profile is completely off. But there is a very strong herbal flavor to it, and that's nice.
Go with disgusting.
Fair.
It's sharp.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Sharp. Thank you
Wow.
to everybody who knows, as you know, the flavor profile of tequila. Very sharp flavor, and then it's just burn. It's fire. It is pain. It is agony. It is as though every consuming nerve center of your mouth is being stabbed 100 million times by tiny needles, as basically it feels like your face is on fire. You are also now blind because you're in pain.
Sounds like tequila.
It is that holly.
Yeah.
It is that hot because of the ghost pepper. I would also say that you're now poisoned as well.
Oh god.
Oh,
Wow.
So when's the ghost pepper gonna start kicking in? This just sounds like tequila.
No, that's the blinded face.
Oh, I didn't know you were such a wuss.
oh, what happened? Someone attacked me. There's poison and then don't drink it. This might have been meant to. This is an assassination attempt for Tefari, and I mustn't drink his. What's going on?
I warned you. You might not be able to handle this, but yeah. Someone wanted.
Let's get you some milk. Let's get this boy some milk.
Yeah. I'll ask someone of the staff for milk for the milky boy.
They a very quickly, Farrell, a very large glass of sweetened and honey flavored yogurt is placed into your hand with the words of "Drink this; it will help with the fire."
Yeah, he just like downs it in one go.
Smart.
You can all see this, by the way, as you're at dinner. You all see the servant go, ah, as Farrell just chugs the entire thing.
Whoa.
And then the servant just looks at the glass in the hand. I'll be right back. Takes the glass and disappears off. You're still blinded and poisoned for the moment, by the way, Farrell, because that was way too quick.
All the while, Farron is just giggling and laughing.
You can enjoy from afar, Ferric. Not a drop for you. You warned us.
I mean, I'm willing to take a shot at it.
Ooh. Drinking contest with tequila. Fire tequila.
Absolutely never again. Have done, never again. I regret it to this day.
I have never and will never do that.
Oh, keep it that way.
But yeah. So what are we doing?
Well,
Yeah, we need to figure this out.
There is a good chance they will attack tomorrow. I mean, it depends on when they can organize their shit.
How fast can we organize our shit?
Well, I've already have the Kenku preparing ambushes and traps for them.
yep.
Hmm.
I got Epoch to prepare defenses.
Yeah.
I got
Good,
Nefane to try to work a little faster on the gun, and
Mhm.
maybe other things, other inventions she can probably use to fight.
Good. How fast?
Yeah. You can use railgun.
Well,
She
I
might
told
be
them-
able to
I
get the
told-
railgun ready by the time they show up, either for sure, I think in 2 days if they show up in 2 days. Otherwise, it might not be ready.
Yeah, I told Epoch it's gonna be 1 or 2 days, and he said it would not be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how fast can they be ready? They're not ready now.
Well, I think that we have to trust in our comrades. Because we are never ready in this type of situation.
Yeah.
Janai will lean forward, cradling an empty mug. What I'm saying is, they need to put their armor on, they need to get their weapons ready. Everybody needs to be in a state of preparedness. You can't do that in a few hours. And I'll look at Tefari. So how fast is this army ready?
The one that's coming, you mean?
No, the one that we are currently leading to slaughter.
Slaughter our enemies. Well, they can be ready in a few hours.
That's good news.
I mean, the Dragonborn are pretty much trained from when they hatch to... Do Dragonborns hatch or do Dragonborns get born? That is an interesting point.
That's a good question.
Half and half.
Yeah,
Never thought about it.
I have never thought about that. No.
I have.
could have spent 80 years in stasis thinking about how do Dragonborns get spawned, but I've not focused on it.
As the GM of this world, I have had to
I
consider
choose
many
to-
small little things.
I choose to ignore the voice of God that is going to speak.
Tefari becomes his own god, and he's like, "I'm gonna do this."
Yeah.
But,
When we fight, will we be in the proximity of that curse thing, or will we be outside of that?
Well, it's easiest if we make them come to us more, because then the Kenku can unleash more ambushes and traps on them. So yes, they
they're
will be
saying
in the
there's-
curse.
So if anyone dies, they're not actually going to die.
If any of them die, they can join our army.
I think they ought to know before.
I would choose to not let our enemies know that they are potential recruits for an army.
I'm talking about our own people.
Oh, yeah, they know.
No, they
Do
don't.
they?
Well, I might have hinted here and there. Tiny bit. Somewhat.
Tefari, roll me a deception check,
I'm
please.
gonna stare Tefari down.
Alright,
I'm
you
feral
this is
drunk,
definitely a
so-
deception check here, and for anybody that wishes,
It's
you can roll the insights.
17.
I'll roll an insight, but I don't mind if you give me significant.
25. Fucking hell, jeez, dude.
Ah,
A solid 2 from Atlas.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard Tafari say that. Mhm.
oh yeah.
Whoa, Pharaoh!
Yeah, so you're still blinded, mate. So yeah, natural one for you,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
Blind as a
I
bat.
will say I don't mind if you give me a significant disadvantage level.
Yeah, you're still suffering. I do hasten to add that another glass has been placed in your hand, and there's a whisper to you saying, "Drink it slowly. Don't down it."
Another glass of what?
The exact same sweetened, honey sweetened yogurt that was that Farrell
Oh.
previously downed.
Okay, good. Less alarm. Okay.
So
You'll also give it a couple of swishes before swallowing.
very very good.
Not a terrible idea.
So Tafari. Okay, so actually no, who am I going to be talking to? Yes, Shania, Atlas, Farrell, and Sykes. He seems pretty innocent. I mean, it's Tafari though, so take that with whatever
You
pinch of
never
salt
know.
you wish. Ferric, he's full on
I
lying.
wouldn't use it with a pinch of salt. I would get a gravel trunk of salt.
Ferric, you know he's not told them. He's told nobody. The only people that may or may not know is the townsfolk, but nobody else knows about this curse.
I'm gonna call bullshit on that.
You can call whatever you want.
At least let the ambushers know in case, well, this curse thing, mabob, they bring him back to that and they go, woo, I'm a ghost, and they get
Oh.
killed again.
Has
I-
anyone told Ferric about the curse?
I don't think we did.
Then Peric doesn't even know. He just
Well-
knows I'm not talking the whole truth. Maybe. You never know.
Why are your eyebrows doing that thing?
You don't
And
know.
I was gonna say, and why are you looking side to side? Feral gets it, so you wouldn't.
But, yeah, so, I'm calling bullshit on that, but regardless of that, if you really want to have extra security, I could maintain watch on that, fucking wall thing about we got.
No, we're good.
Oh, I don't need
Are
to
we
sleep
planning
in-
to stay here for the fight? Wouldn't it be better to head out and
I'll stay until the
go
army is ready.
get his?
After
Well,
that,
I mean,
I think we're
we're-
ready to go.
Kind of
But I think it would be good to go get a base brother, because you know they'll probably get word when all of
A
their
base
parents are dead,
wife
or
his
get
wife.
alarmed if they don't get word, right? So we'll be back in time for another attack.
Right.
that I
I
bet
see,
is
I
gonna
see
come.
what you're saying. But what I'm saying is that we cannot leave this town unprotected. Not after we put them in this mess. So as soon as the army is ready, I can go. Until that point, I'm not moving.
I would prefer staying here and sit out the fight.
I'm okay with
Why?
staying here too. I just think that potentially, if during the fight they find out and let them know, maybe Abai's family will be in trouble.
Well, I mean, we have the teleportation circle, which we know
Right.
how to. Did
We
we
still have
know
to
how to get to the one in Maharashtra?
We still have to sneak in. There was the shitty outer wall, there were the fields, then we have to get into the inner city, and then get into the center of power, and then get into the circle, in the middle of that building.
Yeah.
I don't see issues with that. That should be fine.
I see several
Don't?
issues with that.
I see like
you worry too much.
20 issues. And I'm a
You
hunter.
definitely worry too much.
Yeah, and if we're gonna be beat up from a fight with some paladins, it's not gonna get any easier. We're gonna have to be fast, you know. Because if we stay there for a fight, in 1 or 2 days there'll be another fight, probably a harder one. And if we win that, another one.
Yeah, at some
And if
point they're
this
gonna run
town-
out of paladins.
Beats the paladins. Will there be more paladins?
Yeah,
That's
so
something that Abe would know.
get back
probably.
in time.
That actually does
Well,
make
okay.
kind of some sense. Like, usually when someone gets defeated, they get upset and will try to attack even stronger. That does make sense.
So what? We fight the army that's first, and then before they send the second army, we go get Abaya's family.
No, I
What-
think I'm with Chennai. Let's get the army ready and try to get back go get the base family. Try to get back as fast as possible.
And that's under the condition that the army knows what they're getting into. Because
Ah,
otherwise, and I look to Varidenifis, you'll know better than any other mage that would let other people do their dirty work for them.
Yeah, that's
I
why
went with
through-
Abe to Epic, and I let Abe explain exactly what they can expect.
That's why I would prefer to stay here for the fight. I don't like having others do my dirty work.
Well, if you want my dastardly idea, we could.
Not really.
It's still an idea, but regardless, I think if the paladins from my hasta come here, that leaves the keep empty to some degree, right?
No.
We don't know. Most likely not, because they won't leave it undefended completely.
Gonna be like 6 of them, right? I bet they
Well-
get more.
Less numbers is good than more numbers. That's what I'm saying. Anyway,
Depends on the situation.
depends on the situation, of course. I think it'll be an easier time to sneak into the keep if there's less numbers of them.
Mm-hmm. They'll
So
be
if
on
we-
the road regardless, whether they're still traveling or dead already.
Yeah. And then we could travel there, go to Abudabra, and then
Do you have a throat problem?
that's how I say those names. It's weird. It's like looks at camera. It's like if a GM is trying to do something.
Tries to break fourth wall. Just a quick moment. Farrell, you are no longer blinded. Your eyes are watering like hell, but you're no longer blinded.
I'm also guessing that I'm probably kind of drunk still while I'm here, right?
Oh, you're still poisoned, for sure.
Yeah.
So, real quick, if we do get to the main city and whatnot, do we know the description of the wife and child?
Yes.
Also, Abe will be
We'll
there,
take-
so
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, I got
It
no.
would be nice to finally save someone's family, considering how many people have family that need saved. It'd be good to finally do that once for someone.
I mean,
Ah.
we've saved multiple families.
I don't really have
With
a.
methane. But I do agree, it would be nice to
Yeah.
save some.
Saved
Yeah.
them from getting old.
Well,
push
I don't
comes to
really.
sh-
I
push comes.
don't.
No, go ahead.
Well,
Sorry.
I don't really have much of a family. I don't know if the Tidemall clan is still around or not.
Oh, depends on how many litters they got after you.
Well, there were. They had a pretty big ship, so. A good. I don't remember. if
It's
the
just a
exact
ship
number,
full of
but-
gnolls.
Oh yeah, it's full ship of pirate gnolls. You know, we sail the seas and cause headaches to many merchants and I don't know government bodies.
Hey, look at it this way. You will always have family in your little cute badge. He's your fam.
The badger.
I'm gonna walk over to Feral and cast Lesser Restoration on him. Because I don't like this.
Frau, there is this very, very strange feeling of... What would that feeling be, Shania?
It starts off cold, and then it just gets warmer.
Very strange, cold feeling of almost electricity that seems to pass through you as you channel the storms and the wind and the weather. And then it begins to warm as, of course, sun and light are part of that world too. And you feel a bit more awake and alive and a bit more aware of what's going on. You're no longer poisoned.
Oh, boy, yeah, that was strong. What was that?
That was you stopping saying terrible things.
Oh,
You're welcome.
Push comes to shove, me and Abai could always run off too and go save them if things go for the worse.
Well, I'm still in favor of you two going out and getting them while we defend the circle on our way back.
Okay.
Another thing, if worse comes to worse and they arrive a little bit too early, I could stay up on that makeshift wall, right? Because I don't really need to sleep as much. Actually, I never really need to sleep except like 4 hours of like activity, but still, I'll be able to keep an eye on everything out there.
Good.
also,
Good to have a look
Sykes, I really don't want you to go off by yourself. The few times that does happen, it doesn't go well.
Oh, I want to hear this.
Yeah, that's a story for another.
Yeah.
Very
You think
true.
you're gonna
Okay.
need some protection if you go, Sykes?
I mean, like I said, it's up to you guys. I'd be okay doing it. I can always go invisible pretty much any time. I also have ways to keep them from chasing after me. I can redirect them, like I have, and I just kind of show a second Sykes pops up out of nowhere right next to me. And I've got an illusion that I can make of myself and make them think I'm going somewhere else.
And you can always take one of my spells with you.
Yeah. But I'll stay here for now, and then if you guys think I should go, I can go.
I think it's better if we are gonna go to Maharashtra tomorrow when the army is the defensive army is ready.
Yeah,
I think it's better if we get a good night's sleep so we can ensure that we have a good rest now.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the Kenku scouting. I have a little
So-
scout out. I can get a little scout out. So I
Little
mean,
fox-shaped scout.
no, a little invisible one.
I haven't been able to get Brand to scout or do any kind of neat tricks yet, so I think he'll just stay in my room for now. But I'll make
That's
sure
fine.
he's got a bunch of meat and stuff that he can eat while we're gone. The most I've been able to teach him is just kind of how to stay around me, so if I send him off, he can always come back, so...
Oh yeah,
If I call him back, so...
I can help you train him too a little bit.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Just make sure that that vulture doesn't vomit on you, or you're going to be smelling really, really bad for a couple of days.
That's a good way for me to track people. Get them vomiting on people and then they track them.
Fair enough.
I don't know if he can attack. He's a scavenger, not a predator. So I don't know if he's good for like attacking people, but I think I might be able to train him to something. Maybe someday, but
Maybe if we grind down the ghost peppers, add water, and put them into some sort of balloon, he can drop them on enemies.
like a drone bomber.
We can have
I mean,
Hilly
that is something we
riot
could teach him.
grenades.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
something we
really
could teach
strong.
I invented tear gas. Or something similar to it.
Flyby
Tear
grenade.
juice, more like.
Flyby
Uh,
grenade.
Your water.
It still
I mean,
works.
if I could teach him to do that, that'd be cool, because I do have also hand grenades still on me, so... Or whatever they're called.
Give him to nothing.
Yeah, oh yeah. She could try to teach him how to drop things on him. Yeah, I'll go do that.
I will be right back.
Farrell, I might need you
Also,
to...
I might need some balloons.
Farrell, I might need your help then to converse with Bran, just to kind of listen to her for a little while we go do this.
Yeah, glad.
Yeah.
I hope you have your voice ready. Ed, for
You would think so. So, if I am correct, you guys are deciding to stay until the Dragonborn army is ready to defend itself. Do I have that correct? From what I was listening in?
That, yes.
Okay. Alright. As you all separate for the night to get whatever rest it is you wish to do. Some of you going off to two of you going off to Syke's room to have a chat or figure out how to train Bren the Vulture. Tafari, you're going off to do.
I'm gonna search for
Tick.
the local glassmaker.
You're gonna what?
Well, the glass blower.
You're gonna have a chat with the glass blower and see if we try to fake some balloons. Cool, very nice. Atlas, Shania, Ferric, what are you both doing?
Ferric is going to take a watch duty at the wall.
Okay, alright. Atlas and Shania?
Want to go get preparations done to inform everybody that the army should be on high alert and in a state of readiness.
I'll do that with you.
Alright, so Ferric, Shania, Atlas, you all end up heading to the same direction. So I'll start with you. You all reach the outskirts of town where I believe Atlas and Ferric, if I've got that right from last week, you had previously discovered Apuk with several of the Dragonborn beginning to erect what seemed to be a palisade made of cactus. That work has been stopped. And you can see already 2 lines of very, very deep trenches being dug. You can also see that they have left a very clear pathway into the center, into the town. So the main thoroughfare that is used to enter town is the road that they have used as the split in those ditches. You can also see that they are beginning to turn outwards and around the town. They haven't got that far, but they have made some decent progress considering the very large sandbanks on one side of the outer ditch, which seem to be making progress. They seem to be making some very decent progress in the preparations and the defense of this city/town. What do you wish to do?
I find Apple. Or at least if he's not here, someone else in charge.
No, that's fine. You don't see him immediately, but after a little bit of asking around, you find him engaged in the digging itself. And when I say digging itself, I mean actually in the trench, digging out the sand and piling it on the massive sort of artificial sand dune that they're beginning to construct on one side of the ditch. Do you get into the ditch? Do you call down to him from the other side? What do you do?
I'll
Yeah,
follow Atlas.
I'll approach and I'll just call out, "Hey, Apok. Good seeing you getting your hands dirty. Leading by example. I see the men like it."
It is part of the duty of a leader. Gets one's hands filthy. Helps with morale.
Look
Coming
around
to help
and see
too.
them. Sure, why not? And I'll jump in.
I immediately roll up my sleeves and jump in as well.
He sort of gestures to two Dragonborn, and they both throw you their shovels, and he growls something at them, and they both give him a nod and look quite relieved. It might be a case of they've been at it a while and have without a break, and so they're appreciating the rest. And Apok turns to you both. Have you ever had to dig such a structure before?
Not like this. I mean, little pits for sleeping in and shit like that. But it's a campsite, not a fortress.
Time for some education, then. And he begins to instruct you about what it is you need to be doing. He starts to point out that it's not just you're digging the ditch, it's how you're shaping it as well. And he points out that the side that is to the outside, as it were, to the sort of to nature, is quite a nice sort of gradient down. But the bit that is city side is extremely steep, and with the added problem of the high bank on the other side, it points out that is just an automatic barrier against anybody trying to approach from this side. And he begins to point out where you should be digging, how you should be digging, so you end up moving the most amount of earth with the least amount of effort. And lets you at it. If there's anything else you wish to do, you can spend as long as you wish you were doing this. However, the longer you are at it, I will start to require strength saving throws and then constitution saving throws as you both begin to power through it. So you let me know how long you want to do.
Yeah, sure. Well, let's keep going for now.
Before we start, I'll touch Atlas on the shoulder and I'll look at him. I'll say, let's do this. And I'll cast guidance.
Let's do this.
Guidance is technically 1 minute, but sure, I'll give you that.
Yeah, no, it's a cantrip. I can keep doing
You
this.
can keep doing it.
Keep occasionally touching Atlas.
Off a man.
weird.
That's a quote. That's a quote. We just lost her. We just lost her. But that's a full quote just then. Ferric.
Oh, the frozen face.
The frozen face is
It's
brilliant.
Very good.
You also see. Hey, there we go. I think.
There we are.
We lost you at a pretty amazing
Yeah.
moment.
Oh, now we lost Sean, or did we?
No, I
Wait,
don't
we
think
did?
so. No, we
Oh
didn't.
no, sorry. Oh, we're good.
Everything's all.
He's
screwed
just
out, sorry.
not showing up on the top for me, so like.
Oh.
But yeah, so unfortunately, Lydia, you're gonna have to make that a quote. I just continue touching Atlas every minute. That's
Okay.
gonna have to be a quote. I'm sorry, it has to be a quote.
Yes, boss, putting it into quotes.
You know, you make enough quotes about me. It's got to be a few from other players and players to play characters.
That is
Very
only
true.
fair.
So Ferric, you also see the progress that has been made and pretty significant in how it's been done. You're looking to take a watch, I believe.
Pretty much.
Okay. Roll me a perception check for me.
Perception.
And do you have dark vision?
Yes.
All right, perfect.
18.
18. Okay. The night is pretty quiet. It's a little bit cold, which is a bit you'd think it's a surprise for a desert, but those of you who know how deserts work, cold is perfectly natural for a desert. And doesn't seem to be much going on, although the night is very, very, very clear. And with how clear it is, you can just about make out the flickering torchlight and luminescence of Maharashtra way off in the distance.
Oh.
But it's a quiet night for the moment. Tafari, you find your glass blower. They look as though they're about to close up for the night, and the fire to their forge has been damped down. The long pipes that they use to roll out various different very beautiful fluted glass instruments and just glasses that they make here have been all stacked away neatly. You hear him whistling a merry tune before shutting up.
All right. Well, I approach him and I tell, "Oh, good evening. Can I ask a quick question?"
Oh, my lord, pleasant surprise on this very quiet evening. What can I do for you?
And you see, turn around, you see this large rotund man with a fire-spotted leather apron, a big sort of jovial, pleasant smile on his face, completely bald. But he turns to you with a surprised look and the very pleasant demeanor you know of the glass blower.
Yes. Well, pleasant to see you too. But I had a quick question. Would you be able to make small glass orbs with a stopper on them?
Yeah,
which are not too thick. Like they need to break fairly easily.
Oh, a bit like a glass bubble.
Sorta, yeah.
I believe I can. It's usually something that we throw away. They're never useful for anything, actually.
Well,
Make quite nice glitter, although it's very dangerous glitter.
True. No, I had an amazing idea. You know those peppers, the spicy peppers we grow?
Yes, the ghost ones. Very delicious,
Yeah,
very delicious,
well-
very, very, very tiny ones to heat up sauce.
Yeah, well, you know the group I came here with, the Scarlet Guard guys.
Yes, your companions.
Yeah, well, one of the idiots ate an entire ghost pepper by himself.
You see him. You see him with a look of horror on his face.
Is he still alive?
It was questionable for a bit, but, you know, a good
The way
gallon of
he
milk
said
helped.
that.
You see a look of wonder spread across his face.
My lord, he must have what? The constitution on that person.
Yeah, he's also
It's
really big.
Quite.
Really tall.
That's. To eat a whole ghost pepper.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's not the smartest lot.
Pain.
You say so. This kind of sort of weird look, faraway look starts to spread across his face as he seems to be remembering something.
Oh my gosh.
It was funny as hell, though.
What is it you want of these bubbles?
Well, I had an idea then, after laughing at his suffering for a bit, of course. What if because we have a lot of dried peppers in storage, right?
Yes, it's one of our only commodities that we traded.
Yeah, what if we grind them up, add a tiny bit of water to it, You know, just to make enough to make them swirl a bit in the water. Put them in the glass bubbles, put the stopper on, and if you toss one at an enemy, you could potentially knock out an enemy. Or unwelcome protesters. No, nothing.
I don't really see how that would work. I can definitely try and make glass that would break easily, but then again, if you throw it at somebody, it'll break anyway. Not quite understanding what that would serve, but I will
For
give
starters,
it a
they
go.
get glass in their face, which
It's going to be
hurts.
painful, of
but
course.
If they get the grinded down ghost pepper water mix in their eyes,
You see the horror straight as the realization of that, the horror just sort of go spread across his face.
My lord, that would be terrifying. You can't be thinking of such a thing.
yes, I am.
Are you sure about this?
We're fighting an inhumane enemy, so we need to do inhumane things as well. Do not say that to Atlas.
My lord, even if they come to us, they are still people. Can't believe you inflict this upon others. They're still people.
It's a weapon of last resort.
Okay, my lord. Well, I can definitely attempt to make some of these glass bubbles, but I've just closed down for the night. It would take time for me to begin doing it now. I can't do it now.
No. It's fine. Go home and get some sleep and whatever. But if you could start on it tomorrow, that'd be lovely.
I'll start the forge and be first thing working out tomorrow morning.
Good.
Are you sure about this, my lord?
Yes. Now, have a pleasant evening, and I will come back tomorrow.
The way Tafari was just like, no. Yeah, he just is the evil madman.
Oh yeah. And you leave a glassblower.
Questioning himself.
Yes.
Hoping he doesn't say what I just told him to Atlas, because that would definitely make Atlas angry.
Oh,
You
no.
are fortunate that this glassblower doesn't actually know who you're talking about, but as we watch
good.
Tafari's back retreat, there is this slightly cinematic moment where we look and we see the horror and we see the questioning, wondering why on earth their lord would consider such a horrible thing on the look on this glassblower's face, and wondering whether or not he should be thinking about leaving.
Well,
But the
it's a good thing he
glassblower,
can't.
the glassblower heads home, quite shaken. Sykes and Farrell from concern and worry of a glassblower and his lord. So I suppose slapstick comedy as we enter Sykes' room, and Bren the Vulture is head tucked under one wing, seemingly asleep in the way birds sleep.
Oh shit! I don't want to wake him up. I think this guy can get pretty angry when he wakes up in his sleep.
You don't know yet because you've never tried it.
Had him for a
What
couple
if I-
days.
What if I wake him up by talking to him in his own?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, at least we'd understand what he says when he wakes up, and not just "Quah." You know how they sound. Yeah. I mean, go for it. because he's gonna want to hear me talk to him as well. But I think mainly it's you is what so I understand what he's saying is what I'm. Because if he's listening, if you're the one talking to him, he'll think you're the owner. But I need him to believe that I'm still the one, kind of.
No, I'll tell him to listen.
Okay.
It'll be no problem.
Sounds good.
Are you having this conversation inside the room, and are you having this quiet or not?
I assume it'll be like whispering it to Farrell, yeah.
Okay.
Feral would be
but in
doing
the room, yeah.
feral whisper, which is basically normal sounding talk. Because he normally is so loud that his whisper is basically like average people speaking.
Okay. Thank you. That's all I needed to know.
Yeah.
Carry on.
So yeah, so Feral will cast Speak with Animal, and he'll just be like, "Time to wake up."
Do you just yell at him?
No, he would say it gently.
But it's still loud.
You say.
I mean, it's still however loud a vulture is to another vulture, yeah.
You say it. You say gently. You say gently to Bren the vulture, and you just hear. I was already awake. And, and Bren the vulture just sort of shuffles slightly as the head curls up from underneath the wing and just looks at you. And there's that kind of look that says, "You woke me already, and now I'm awake, and I'm pissed off about that."
Well,
Like, he looks pissed off.
do you have time to talk? There's some stuff that we wanted to talk to you about now.
Can I go back to sleep after this?
Yes.
I just looked at Farrell.
And also, you might get some extra portions of food tomorrow.
I'm assuming I can still hear Farrell speak.
Oh yeah, you can hear Farrell speaking normally.
Okay, so when he says that, I just go like, a lot of extra food.
Right, Farrell, roll me an animal handling check.
Vulture snake.
Want to roll? That would be sad.
Aww. Well, better than what I have.
Bren just sort of shuffles on his perch.
Saves having to hunt. What?
Yes, exactly. But what?
I looked to Farrell. What did he say?
Oh, he just likes the fact that you feeding him saves him having to hunt. And he appreciates it.
Oh, awesome.
It's the only reason why I'm here with that fool.
Cool. He's a nice guy. You should
He's an
listen to him
idiot.
more often.
Free food makes it easier to solve and be here.
Well, he gives you free food the more you do what he tries to say, or what he. When you do what he wants, then that's what gives you the food.
I know. I'm not stupid.
Good. But you know,
You sort of
he's
stretch.
really,
You see the vultures stretch their wings out in the form of getting bored and restless.
Can you, Farrell, can you let him know that, he has a couple of options for tomorrow? I mean, that tomorrow we'd like to, either have him train to throw things at our enemies, like drop stuff on them, or he can sit back in the room, as if nothing's happening, or if he'd like to be away from the battle in case they do come in the room, and that way he can just come back after the coming tide.
The room is fine.
Okay. Also, since you can't understand what he says, we could like teach you how to do certain things, and find ways for you two to communicate with each other despite not speaking the same language.
Does pecking him help with the communication?
Nah, I don't think he likes that very much.
I've enjoyed this character way too much, I have to say.
you know, honestly, that voice, like, it just keeps reminding me of Snape. So,
Yes!
You're not
So
the first,
glad.
yeah.
the best way.
You're not the only one.
And Snape is described as bat-like and vulture-like, so, you know, it makes sense.
But returning to Bren the Vulture.
Yeah.
So what did he say, Farrell?
Oh, yeah, I was like, yeah, I don't think he'd appreciate that very much, but, you know, once again, Sykes is really cool if you get to know him. You should hang out with him more often.
Why? Apart from the free food.
Well, he could be your friend.
Vultures don't have friends.
Well, he could be a special one.
We have a flock, and we have ourselves. Flock because ease of finding food. We are still ourselves also.
Well, then Sykes can be a part of your new flock.
Does flock find food?
Yeah.
That's why I stay. The flock feeds me. Free food.
Well, that's a good start then. But, yeah, yeah, that's at least a good start. I turned to Sykes and said, I don't think he likes you very much.
Oh my god. I so want you to roll me a deception check right now. So want you to roll me a deception check. I'm not gonna get you to roll it, but I really want you to do that. But anyway, Karen, moving on. You see the vultures continue to look at you.
Are we done? Can I go back to sleep?
I just have one question for you. And then I give him a head pat and a scratch under his, like, neck. I'm like, does that feel good? Do you like this?
Roll me an animal handling.
Because some animals absolutely hate it, and others
Oh yeah,
hate it.
Yeah!
18. As you reach out toward him, there's this sort of retracting of the head from the hand, and then the hand goes above his head, and the head goes down. And then you just gently stroke the very back of the head where the softest feathers are. And there's almost like this big, almost like the head stays. And then there's a sort of begrudging, I'm pretending not to like this, but I kind of like it.
Okay.
He doesn't say anything though. It's almost like he's kind of putting up with it, but pretending not to enjoy it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Farrell will kind of pick up on that and be like, and just kind of give a wink to Sykes.
I know this. So like, okay.
Yeah, we'll leave you alone so you can get you can sleep.
Yes,
The
we'll
third.
hear him.
Oh yeah, if Sykes asks more to ask.
What do you say?
No, like yeah. What was it you wanted to ask him?
Oh, I was just gonna say, because when I heard you say that we were gonna, or that he was gonna, we would leave him to sleep, and I would just say, I'll be back later to sleep. But I'll try not to wake you.
Oh. Yep, and I'll repeat that.
Leave the food there, and there's kind of the claw kind of extends outwards in a sort of gesturing motion, and you get the impression that he wants you to leave it at the foot of his perch.
Yeah, and then I recount that to Sykes also.
Oh yeah, okay, of course. And then I'll get some meat that we had gotten earlier, and I put it in almost like a basket, just to kind of sit on the floor. You know, clean basket.
Just don't... Sure, carry on.
Well, unless he doesn't care, I guess I could just put it on the floor, but it's fine.
I mean, he is a vulture. I don't think he particularly
Yeah, I'll
cares.
just put it on the floor.
Sophisticated.
Yeah.
Quick question, for you, Sykes. Have you called the vulture Bren in the presence of the vulture?
I think maybe when doing some trick, or like when trying to teach it to like fly back to me or stay with me, I'd call him Bren. So unless he has an actual name.
Okay.
Yeah. Because since I wasn't able
That's
to
a good
attack.
point. Farrell actually probably would be curious enough to know if he likes that name. So Farrell actually might ask that. He's like, by the way, do you like the name that, like the name Bren, the thing that Sykes calls you? I think it's a good name.
Don't understand Bren. No Kane. Kane is me.
Kane?
That's also a good name. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Sykes will, or Farrell will tell Sykes. Yeah. His name is Kane.
Oh, his name's Kane? Okay. Well, it's good to know your name, Kane.
The head snaps across to you, Sykes.
Yeah.
There's another ruffling of feathers.
I could see this being the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Ay.
Oh, out. Just to pull out of that NPC because that was a wrong choice of words. Whoops.
Now we've got the in and the out.
And actually that is Cain is in Caine.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because the vulture doesn't actually know how to
Alright,
spell,
that's
so he doesn't
awesome.
spell it out for you. But yeah, so you guys are all aware.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We have a third, or no, we have a fourth animal companion in this group now, I guess.
I know. Oh.
Everyone has a pet, but Atlas and Deny.
Oh no, Atlas has a pet.
Atlas has Henry.
Atlas has
Henry.
Hercules.
Henry!
Oh yeah.
Who the fuck is Henry?
Who the fuck is Henry? He's got the best guy ever.
Janai, now you need a goldfish.
Oh
to make
my
a
god.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, that would.
That's a whole different kind of name.
That's a whole different name.
Yeah.
It sounds
Um,
I'll start with an H, I guess.
Wow. Oops, sorry, Atlas.
Real quick,
Yes.
what's up? You're about to say
I
something.
was, but you first.
Are we going to go on break soon?
Yes, we are. But before we do, I need from Atlas and Janai. Just a quick question: How long do you plan on helping out with the ditch?
Well, I definitely still wanna after Epoch is done giving us instructions, I definitely still wanna get him to, or tell him to get everyone ready, because who knows when the enemies might come.
Okay.
And I also still wanna drop somehow. If Epoch's got, how's he gonna prepare everyone, all the casualties that hopefully not, but might come back? How's he prepared to deal with that? Because the Fairy definitely told him, right? Atlas seems to remember that.
I have no idea what.
So
I
you're
told anyone.
okay. Sorry, I was part slightly distracted there. So you're asking Epoch how he's going to deal with the casualties of the battle.
Yes. When they're gonna come back, how he's gonna prepare them for that eventuality.
Epoch just sort of looks at you.
Come back. If they are dead, they stay dead. Burn
not
them is a
here.
good way.
No, don't do that. If I already told you, right? Didn't you see the guys we killed walk around town?
Yes, I am aware of them.
Yeah. Everyone's gonna come back.
There's a pause.
What do you mean?
This place is cursed somehow. I don't understand the ins and outs of it, but this place is cursed. Everyone's who dies is gonna come back. They don't really remember, so you don't need a way of getting them unconfused when they come back.
Roll me an insight check, both of you.
Actually, I think I'll just walk up right about now, ready to like slap him with some more guidance. So I'll miss the beginning of that, I think. But
Sure.
I'll roll insight just for funsies.
Well, you're both there, so I imagine Janai, you would be hearing this conversation.
Well,
Oh, with a natural one. Okay.
I was distracted by something.
Epoch doesn't say anything for a moment, but then says,
You may continue with this ditch if you wish. I have a conversation to make.
He plants a spade in the dirt, clambers out the easier side of the ditch, and heads off.
Seems like we've got some work to do.
What was that about?
Well, I asked him how he's gonna deal with if there are casualties. How is he gonna deal with the Dragonborn that are gonna come back? But
Oh yeah.
I thought he knew.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Tafari said that he told people.
Yeah, you remember that too, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't actively remember, but he.
Well, sure. I thought I remembered too. I didn't want to look dumb and not remember. I think that was it. But yeah,
Right.
no, he didn't seem to know, and well, he said he's gonna have to have a talk. So guess we've got some extra work to do on this ditch.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'll lean on my spade and go, so, Tiffany lied.
Yeah, who would have guessed? And I fell for it again.
Far you like that. Just before we go on break, could I have, please, from someone, doesn't matter, I don't care who, roll me a d20 and add 3 to this, please.
I can do it.
Go ahead.
Go for it.
Yeah. 15.
15. All right. Now, please roll me a d20 and add 4.
Someone else's time.
Is going on.
Sean, you haven't rolled anything in a while.
Yeah, sure. Oh, I forgot they have 3, but I also rolled a 15.
No,
4.
4 this time. So 16.
Oh, 4. 7,
Oh,
6.
It's 16. Oh, thank you. And with that, we will have a bit of a break because it's a break time. See you guys in about 10 to 15 minutes.
That's not ominous at all. It's
See
fine.
ya.
Oh,
Buttons.
Hi, we're back. After a little bit of a tea break because I got my tea and everybody and all my player characters getting up to some stuffs. Atlas and Janai, are you going to continue digging your trench or digging the trench for the entirety of the night?
Yeah, well, the main muscle has left, so... Yep.
All right. I need from both of you. Oh, okay. What was it? What was I heard a not so sure noise.
I mean, I'll get like a few hours of sleep in, but not like a full 8, probably.
Okay.
If Atlas is still going,
Yeah.
I'll be still going. Like, I'm not quitting before he's quitting.
Sure. All right. Then I need
Quitting.
I need first from both of you strength saving throws.
No, right.
You have guidance.
That is D4, right?
Yeah, it's an extra
guide
d4.
yourself.
Yes.
You can guide yourself, yeah. Which is a thing.
Yeah, but I'm guiding him. What did you say? Strength saving throw?
Yep, strength saving throw. Very nice.
27.
27.
Damn.
That's right.
Very nice. So you both are actually able to shift quite a lot of dirt. It's not quite as professionally made as what Apuk and the rest of the Dragonborn were up to, but you do very well and are able to extend the trench another decent 6 feet, which is not saying nothing for the depth of the trench. I now need you both to roll me Constitution saving throws.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Janae dies.
Atlas, you are fine, but Janae, you do take a point, an exhaustion
Still have
point.
guidance, by the way, Atlas.
It's a natural.
That's,
That's 2
that's
points of
20.
exhaustion. No, just kidding.
It's 17. You're sorry,
Thank you.
even 20. Yeah, you're fine. But Janae, you do take a point of exhaustion. I need to have.
Also, Farrell will want to be helping.
You'll be helping.
Yeah. But
Will you
since
go
I'm
as?
helping with the trench,
Yes.
he might be digging like pitfalls instead
Okay.
in front of the trench.
Question for you then: how long do you go for?
He'll go basically until it's like really dark. Like not super late into the night, but I also am going to use time stop to give myself some extra time.
Ooh.
Time stop only gives you a certain number of rounds, so it doesn't give you as much as you think. But sure, you can do that.
Also give him a little bit of
6
extra.
times.
He'll give you a
He
little
just
bit of
uses
extra
all
time,
the
yeah.
charges in the staff.
But the question is, for you, Farrell, is do you go so that you only get a short rest? Or do you go so that you get a long rest?
You want to go into a long rest.
You'll go for a long rest. Okay, that's fine. So I do not need a constitution
Yeah.
saving throw for you. So everybody else, though...
Alright, when Atlas will notice Janai getting really exhausted, he'll be like, alright, let's put an end to it today. We need to get a good night's of sleep. We'll
Are you
get
sure?
the Dragonborn.
I could keep going for hours. It's fine.
No.
I
So
could.
can
Keep
they.
going.
We need a good night's sleep. You were right about that.
Yeah,
Let's find our beds.
I guess our stupid mission is fucked if we don't sleep, huh?
Yeah. We're gonna regret it if we don't.
Well, there's already plenty of things I regret, so let's
Yeah,
not add this.
let's not add. Mm-hmm.
Real quick, Mr. GM,
Mm-hmm.
do I need to make like 2 more perception rolls as the night wears on?
Are you planning to take a long rest or a short rest?
I only need like 4 hours of sleep. Because I'm
So you're still planning to go for the long rest then?
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Yes, I do need you to make me 2 more perception rolls.
Perception roll number 1.
Okay.
A 16.
Thank you.
And
You do not notice anything
second
happening out. 14.
getting worse.
The night, the night, the night seems to pass relatively peacefully. You don't notice anything. Don't notice anything in the ordinary. Nothing.
But at the same time, I'm gonna do a little thing. Is there anyone around, Varric?
There are some Dragonborn around. Those obviously keeping watch, but with it, in terms of around, are you talking about keeping an eye on you, or within your general vicinity? What is it you want?
About general vicinity, and if they are like keeping an eye on him, because well, a gnome, of course.
Okay. General vicinity, there aren't that many people. In actual fact, there's nobody right now in your general vicinity. But you always get the idea that you're being watched because you're a gnoll.
Yeah.
Just because you've been given permission to be here doesn't mean that you're trusted by everybody here. So you are being kept an eye on. But right now, this present moment, you have a fairly good feeling that you're alone.
Okay. As he has alone time, Varric. And no, I did not say Siri. Dumbass phone. I said Varric. And why did you? Oh, okay. I hate iPhones. Anyway, Varric. In his infinite, well, not infinite, but in his rare moments of taking a break, drops his facade of being cocky, being a yap, being everything, and it is replaced with sadness. And he takes out a water skin. It's not filled with water. It is his own type of alcohol that he managed to get in his travels. Grabs out a tankard, pours some of it in, and just looks out. Just wishing things were different. wishing that he didn't get stabbed, of course. But he feels utterly alone. With only the sea goddess and Torrance by his side, but he just can't help with being alone. Just wishing things were different back in fall before the betrayal. And wishing he had his beloved, the one that really saw what behind the eyes of Ferric is. And they just sit there, contemplating, feeling down, just broken in many ways.
Take that moment. I normally require a D100 roll, but not this time.
Okay.
As you stare out into the night, the deep dark of a clouded night. For some reason the clouds seem to have rolled over. It's cold. It almost sends a shiver through you as that cold gets deep into your bones. Calls a memory. And then there's a feeling. Like an arm wrapped around your waist. Cold. Comforting. Feeling as though you're not alone. I'm always here with you. But I need your help.
I know you need help, Sea Goddess. I do. I know. It's just I lived a rough life. I'm always alone. Even in that Tidemog, they were my family, but we always back and stab each other and fight for dominance. The captain knew who I was, and yet they aren't here. So are my friends back at Fall. I just can't help but feel alone, isolated, broken in many ways. I know that you saved me in a lot of ways. I just can't help but feel broken. You're missing a few pieces.
That arm around your waist kind of grips tighter, but it's not in a possessive, crushing way, but in that comforting, close way of someone sharing in what you've been through. And you get that feeling again. I know what you've been through. And I know how you feel. I too am alone.
Well, see, guys, me back 20 years. But being who I am, looks down at themselves. Being a gnoll has his ups and downs, but I feel utterly alone.
Find me.
Oh,
Free me. And you will not be alone again.
I'll make sure of it. It's a debt I won't be able to repay for saving my life. He just leans back, takes a sip of that tankard of hardcore rum, and he just sits back and watches the night.
As you sit back and sort of lean, that arm that was kind of wrapped around your waist from behind, you sort of lean back and you end up, it almost feels like you're leaning against somebody that's creating a space for you to lean against. And then there's this deep heartbeat. It hurts to hear, slightly painful as well. As you're staring out, there's also a weird vision that comes to your head. It's a vision of a green land. No, is it? Oh, not green. Trees. Trees almost as far as the eye can see. And a mountain range that extends almost like arms around it. In the far distance, the sea again. And there is almost a yearning. Find this land. This will help.
I will.
And that feeling of comfort, feeling of being with somebody who understood your pain, slowly fades as you feel utterly alone, looking out on a dark, cold night, and the smell of dust and sand in your nose, and the sudden feeling of somebody watching you again.
When that happened, his facade comes back as a cocky bastard.
And with that, the night passes for you all. You all wake. Some of you rested, some of you definitely not as well rested as you wished. So Atlas is 9 in terms of mechanics. I will not require a Constitution saving throw from you from now, but I will start to ask Constitution saving throws from you both until you both decide to have a long rest.
Alright.
And the DC will get higher and higher and higher. Right? So you're aware.
Yep.
Okay, so with the night past and you all getting breakfast, I presume,
Abe enters the breakfast. We'll call it the breakfast hall, where you all are having a light meal. As he approaches, he looks slightly haggard, as though he himself didn't get a lot of sleep, or at least it looks as though he hasn't slept well. But as he enters, sees you all gathered. So, we are heading out. What time?
Well, we've talked about it yesterday, and we've decided to check up on making some preparations here for when the Paladins attack.
Yes.
And as soon as we feel they're ready, then we are good to go.
Yeah, Shania and I helped with getting the defenses together yesterday. We want to check in with Epic today still, see how he's doing.
While I was watching out, nothing really happened besides whatever's going on over that one city over there. Looks like we got lucky. They didn't come in during the night.
I have a question about your army. As I was on the way here, they didn't exactly look ready to fight.
How do you mean?
Well, they looked actually ready to leave.
Oh. Well, that's annoying. I will go and have a talk with them.
That would be advisable.
Coming with.
I think you were muted just then, Janai.
Me too.
Alright. Farrell, Sax, and Ferric, are you all going with Tefari?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Farrell's definitely a follower. So.
Fair. Alright.
Ferric
out.
wants to know what's going to happen, so.
Of course. You head out, and it doesn't take you long, because waiting for you at the foot of the small promontory where your mansion is praised Tefari is Larthanas and Apuk. Both of them seemingly waiting for you.
Yeah.
Morning, Epic.
He doesn't reply to that. Just simply staring at Tefari.
Can I make a insight check?
Of course. For those of you that wish, can also make insight checks.
Sure.
I have a 28.
Overall, well. Overcome
Hey,
our-
there's always a chance. There's always a chance. Natural 20s are possible. Okay. No, with the 3.
Ferric and Farrell are very insightful.
Yeah.
Ferric even more so, though.
Mm-hmm. His wisdom is
His wisdom's ridiculous. Sykes, are you giving this a miss?
Yeah, I'll give it a miss this time.
Okay, that's fine. So, yeah, Shania, you also see this. They look angry. Ferric and Farrell, it's not just anger. There is an incredible amount of concern. And they are unsure about the relationship that they have established with Tefari. You see that both of them are looking at Tefari. Larthanas is keeping you all on under watch, as it were, but many of their eyes are focused on Tefari. That's what you both read.
Well, guys, you pennies in the. sorry.
Oh. Yeah, I just asked if there's anything wrong.
And then Ferret pipes up. We got your breeches in a twist.
The breaches in twists. The use of devil magics.
Well, let's go somewhere to a room and have a talk about it.
We will talk here.
It's also fine. What do you want to know?
Curse.
Ah. Yes.
Oh, the curse of when people can't die. Tafari said that he told you already, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Well, I hinted at it.
You were lying. You were lying. I'm meaning the truth.
Yes, thank you. I think we all figured that one out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks for that brilliant, insightful opinion, pup.
I can never tell when Tafari is lying. I'm good at telling when other people are, but I can't tell when Tafari is lying.
Well, still, you gotta owe an explanation to these two.
Oh, gee, you think so? My God.
Love you too,
If I
sweetheart.
ever needed a wizarding hat, I would go to you.
Ah, I love you too, sweetheart.
Enough!
You see, this is Lathaner saying this. And you can almost hear the fire that you know he's capable of breathing boiling in the back of his throat.
A curse like this is only possible with devil magic. How?
Well, because my dear father decided that he would cast it upon. Well, he tried to cast it upon me, but messed up, and thus it seeped into the ground, and that made it basically affected the entire village.
You are evil.
You were breaking up there a bit for me, Ed. Sorry.
Apologies. Zoom doesn't cope well when I do these kinds of voices.
Yeah.
Give me a moment. Let's just. Hopefully that'll work.
You are evil.
Well, I didn't cast the curse. I'm trying to fix it.
And how?
Well, I'm just trying to study to find a cure, but I've not been extremely successful so far. But it's definitely on the to-do list.
I have agreed to lend my aid on good faith to you. Apok and the army are here on good faith. This sours it.
Well, I apologize for that, but yeah, I definitely had I definitely wanted to talk to you about it, but apparently someone already did.
And why was it that we found out from someone else and not you?
Well, because I didn't really have an opportunity to tell you yet.
You said you had.
I said
Mhm.
I had given hints of it, but not the full
Nope.
story.
You are a false man. You are a false noble.
He
There's
tries
more
his
people
best.
sharing that opinion.
The words you spread and told us. Are they also false?
No.
Roll me. I'll let you choose. Either deception or persuasion,
Well,
depending on what you
terrible
believe
at
you
those.
was the correct, depending on what you believe is the correct one.
15.
Just insight is wisdom, yes. Okay. And so there's a couple of rolls I need to do. Where are you? Here we go. Lathanas is continuing to look at you, Tafari.
I will not help in this battle ahead.
Well,
I
sorry to hear
will
that.
support you, but not in this battle.
I can
He's-
understand that completely.
The slightly less growling voice of Apuk.
You are a deceiver. You use words to cover truth. We will help, but we will not fight. We will defend, but we will not support until you fix this curse. If you
No, I
do
thank
not
you.
fix it, we will leave.
Well, I thank you for at least staying to defend the village here, then.
We do not defend you, we defend us.
Can I say something, or is this a bad time?
It is, but
I
you're
think
talking
it's a bad
anyway,
time.
so
Yeah.
keep going.
Well, well, this entire thing, Tafari, I think. What else does this curse do besides reviving the dead?
Take the memory.
Huh.
Which can be brought back.
That's news.
Well, no one ever asked.
You don't volunteer information much, do you?
Not if no one asks.
That's not what volunteering information is about.
Well, I mean, I share details of it, but not all the details. Sometimes, occasionally.
I think you should be more truthful from now on.
I think you should be more silent, but yeah.
Well, I think, Tefari, that the same could be said about you.
Many people would agree with you.
Yes, they do. And I think Apple and Larthanes are well within their rights. How do we fix this curse, Tafari?
Oh, I don't know. That's why I'm currently trying to study the source to see if there's any hints in what my dad cast. So far, I have not gained a lot of information related to the curse about it.
There's probably one person you could ask if he's still there. Because if he's in your family, maybe he knows. Hint, hint.
Abe didn't even know
Sorry.
about the curse.
I'm not talking about Abe. You just went through a whole trial for one of your family members.
A spirit image, yeah.
That we were physically talking to.
Yeah. Well,
He knew a
that
lot
was
of things.
also on the list of possible information sources.
If he's still there, maybe he might know about this curse. It was your grandpa, right? Or was that your dad?
He was
No, it wasn't my dad.
great-grandfather.
Okay, that was your grandpa, I think. Right? Did
Dad
you say it was your
promoted
father or
himself to what he should have been a long time ago, which is maggot food.
Okay, well then go and ask the guy we did talk to.
Well, if we have the time, but we also kind of need to get to Maharashtra.
We
so-
have plenty of
Well.
time.
Yeah, it seems like we're staying here too.
If you
Protect
want your
them.
precious revolution, you need an army to fight.
Yes, I do.
Then you need to
Which
treat
means
them
you
with
need to
some
bring-
modicum of respect.
Well, I try to.
You don't try, you do.
Yeah.
Okay, you got it.
I slap him.
That's fair.
Ooh.
Anyway, that was all. I am off to visit Grandpa. Be right back.
You do.
And he walks off.
I'll turn
What?
towards Larthness and Apok. We are so very sorry.
Your
We had no
companion.
idea until we got here too.
Both of them
It's full
looking.
of surprises, unfortunately.
I hope that doesn't lower your perception of us or Tafari too much.
Well, my reputation is low as they can go.
Not with me. I think they're cool.
Thank you.
Lathanas growls.
You all make up for him. He will, though, suffer. Not from me. Not from you. From himself.
Oh yeah, he's been suffering from that for many years.
Yeah, I don't think there's any stopping that.
I have seen many tyrants. They all start like he does.
They don't all have us. They don't all have you.
You all know my life here is on a time limit.
Your people, then.
My people go where they need, where they want.
And I hope they will want to stay. Because despite this man's lies, the truth is still the truth. We need all of you. And I promise there will be a lot of fighting. And I promise
Plus-
that it is worth fighting for.
Plus, even if we aren't there, like if you end up leaving, there will still be conflict for people coming after you. The same people we're going after.
I may not be here for too long. Well, yeah, I haven't been here for too long. Poor choice of words. But from what I saw of Tufari, he's a lying, cocky bastard. And if we want, honestly, I seen how tribes rise and fall from his type of yoke. But we need truth. This curse stuff, what if it turns into something more down the line? I don't think my sea goddess doesn't like that too much.
I don't think anyone does.
So, it looks at Morphin. Oh, you're one big fucker. Okay. But hey, I'm just a lowly gnoll. Don't squish me, please. But regardless of that,
You can almost see the flames licking around the corners of his mouth.
but in order to do things right, how do we want to repair the relationship, one would say? Besides getting rid of the deeds.
Oh, he just said.
Deeds. Okay.
For what it's worth, Epoch, I'm glad I thought you already knew, but I'm glad I dropped it.
Would have been useful to know earlier.
Yes.
Not on the eve of a battle.
Yes. Totally
All
agreed.
right. Well, for what it's worth, you gotta know here.
Yeah.
I know it's not saying much, but
Oh, it's saying a lot.
well, both saying a lot and a little bit, not much. But regardless, bish bash bosh. If we do deeds for you, help you, one would say, because you're on a time limit.
Lathanas kind of looks at you and then
Are you like?
realizes what he said.
Wait,
Yes.
Hold up. Are you like dying from a disease?
He looks at you all.
Hey, we met
We
him
haven't.
2 days ago.
Yo. Yeah.
I do not vouch for this. This
He's a
man.
pirate. No.
But it's like more or less out of character, because when he says you are on a time limit and dying, he had a very concerned look
Uh-huh.
That's fair.
on Ferrick's face. I mean, you're one hell of a big guy. I think you're leader of these Dragonborn, but you're dying?
You can you've got fucking high passive insight, so I'm not gonna hide this from you. You can see both Lathanas and Apuk are looking a little bit uncomfortable now with your line of questioning.
I should stop, but regardless, what if, I'm not sure if this is a deed or not, but you got a knoll on your side out of possibilities.
Doesn't he ever shut up?
No. No.
It might come in handy one day, you know.
It is
Also,
too
we're
much
used to
to
that.
talk.
Yeah.
It is too much to explain to you now. All you need to know, I will not die.
That's good.
Oh. Can I make an intelligence check? Or like some type of check on what he means by that?
Well, nobody here's gonna die.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, jeez, what kind of fucking check would this be?
Medicine?
Sorry?
Medicine?
It could be any one of those. It could be. Oh god, this could fall into
Religion.
so many
Nature.
different things.
Investigation.
No, not investigation. Definitely not investigation.
I didn't poke him a lot.
Oh, bugger it. I kind of. Okay, you know what? I'm actually going to let you dictate the path of this, but I'm going to give you the first check. It's going to be insight, and then from that you can decide the questioning route that Ferric's mind takes.
A 15.
A 15. Okay. You get the sense from Larthanas that he is 100% saying the truth, saying he will not die. At least that's what he believes. And yet there's that thing about he's on a time limit. So, on top of that, I now need from you an Arcana check.
Arcana. Ugh, I
Mhm.
got a +2, but a 19. Wow.
19. Hells yeah! Your DC was 15. This is something that if he's not going to die yet, he has a time limit. That means within a certain amount of time, something is going to have to happen. Now I need you to roll a nature check.
All right, it's a +2.
Yeah. There's a lot of rolls here which dictate
I have a
information.
12.
Okay. There is something about the nature of Larthanas that makes him seem more than a Dragonborn. Obviously, you as a player know exactly what Larthanas is because you've had a different character. But Ferric, on the other hand,
Yeah, very. Doesn't have a clue.
no, doesn't have a clue. But there's something about the nature of Larthanas that seems off. He's too big to be a Dragonborn. All the Dragonborn that you met so far have all been relatively average heights. Some of them may have been a bit more well built, some of them a bit more slender, some of them are sort of a mix of two. You've even seen one that seems to quite enjoy their drink a little bit too much with a slight paunch. Larthanas is bigger, bulkier, and much more bestial than the other Dragonborn around. And you notice that the colors of his scales are a lot more vibrant than other Dragonborn and continue to be vibrant. So there is something about the nature of Larthanas that is more than what it should be.
Okay.
Which means go on.
Okay. So getting all of that situated, putting puzzle piece to the puzzle, do many a thing.
Mhm.
Can I make a history check to put the pieces to the puzzle and try to see what he actually is to some degree, or like hinting at?
Sure, I will allow a history check. However, the DC is 20. It's a very high DC because your nature check wasn't high enough, unfortunately.
I have a 21.
Wow. Wow. Okay. I will give you this. It wasn't a natural 20, in which case it would be going cling, click, click, click. You know he's a dragon. I will give you this. He is likely to be more than a dragonborn. You may suspect that he could be a dragon in the form of this dragonborn form, but it could also be something else. As to the nature of dragons, you don't know, which is the reason why your nature check wasn't high enough. You don't know the nature of dragons.
Gotcha.
So there is something more to Lathanas, and that's all you really know.
Okay. Ferric looks at Lord Finaz with like, instead of a usual cocky self, he is very curious on who he is. Like, on a time limit, you're bigger than other Dragonborn. You got way too many different thingamabobs. It's like, you know, my perception of the world has drastically went up a bit, but you're more than what you're telling.
He kind of just grins at you, letting the fire lick around the corner of his mouth again. Trying to figure out how to go from here. He just grins at you, the fire licking around the corners of his mouth. Before he turns to the remaining four of you, because Defari's gone to go and have a chat with an elder, supposed elder.
What is your plan now? We will defend only if attacked. Nothing more.
Well, shall we show him some goodwill and stay for the fight?
Someone said to me recently that a leader leads by example. Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Good point.
Or fighting. Oh.
We have no other choice.
Indeed.
Well, you
Both the word.
consider this pirate hired and the sea guys by your side.
Awesome. And for you, Ferric, when this battle is over, knowing you fought with us, there will be much more trust. Hopefully.
Oh, don't worry. Me and the sea guys will get you guys covered.
Nice.
What is this sea goddess? Does she have a name?
Me and her go back 20 years. So if you want to sit down and have a chat, I think you want to know about it, big man. Well, two big men, but one is way more bigger than the other big man.
I would settle for a name.
I just call her the sea goddess.
I'm not gonna get a name. Okay, cool.
Shania, roll me a religion check.
Sure thing.
No. Ooh, that was almost a 20.
Nice! I am very happy about that. Sigurgus?
No bells.
No bells.
No idea.
Yeah.
It could be
That's a
high.
job that exists in this place and not our place.
Yeah, it could be Hyam. It could be a god you never heard of. It could be
Foreign gods.
yeah. It could just be something. It could just be another name of Hyan. Who knows? Hyam. I need to. It's Hyam. It is Hyam. I made this fucking one. I need to try to remember my own damn god name. Names of my own damn gods. It could be that.
Yeah.
No idea.
Farrell turns to Ferric and it's like, oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, she was created to watch over the sea, the nature of water. Yeah. She protects, but also can be very dangerous.
Farrell's got the forest goddess. He's got the sea goddess.
One of the many daughters of the Great Mother.
What did he just say? He lost me.
I don't know. He didn't roll for it.
Well, because that's Farrell's religion. Farrell knows all about his religion.
Yeah.
He doesn't know about the other ones.
Do you? No, just kidding.
White snow owl. Really? A religion of two big men and a sea goddess. Really? Jeez. And
but Farrell's the cleric of his religion. He definitely knows how his.
Actually, yes, this is a point. Farrell, please also roll me a religion check.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't really know about other religions other than some.
Eight. It's not quite as bad as the roll that I made. Yeah, it could be Hyam. I mean,
Yeah.
could be. Ferric, he's talking about the sea goddess.
As far as he knows, he was just talking about the one that Farrell considers. Like, he might know the name Hyam and be like, yeah, I guess that's the name. Like, we don't really have a name either for ours, so yeah. Makes sense.
Thank you, TK.
But if I'm going to help you guys, I want to, if I help you, you help me.
Yeah. You asked us to help you find a key, right?
Yeah. The key and in some sort of island.
Do you know which way the island is?
No,
From
not
here?
really.
Sorry, Ferric, I will say you do know where the island is.
Oh.
You do know where it is.
Okay,
Or rather,
better
you...
hand me that.
You know its direction at... You know its relation to you at all times.
Okay.
Let me just get my map up to make sure I actually get the direction right, because I'm really shit when it comes to.
Please say southeast. Please say southeast or south. Or I mean east.
I'm really shit when it comes to compass points. You know that the direction that you need to head to for a very specific island is always northeast. From where you are right now.
Northeast. Okay, I got it. Look. So like northeastwards, right?
Yeah, it's that direction. That's the direction you know that you always need to go. If ever that you needed to be anywhere, that is the direction you need to go.
Okay.
Or rather, that's where your, as it were. Oh, what's it called? You know, if you're, like, I'm going to take a computer game example here. Like, you know, if you're playing Skyrim, you've got the compass at the top. You've got various locations.
Yeah.
Wherever you are in the world, you'll know where that location. You know where a specific location is. Same thing.
He's always just seeing a compass on his eyes.
So effectively, you always have ping in that ping. You always know where that ping is wherever you are in the world.
He put his own waypoint down.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Or somebody put the
Okay.
waypoint down for him.
Put it down, yeah.
So it is. We are way between Vitian and Madarasta.
He just points that way.
Okay, okay, all right. It's like north. What's it? Northwest, if I'm correct. Yeah.
East.
Northwest.
East.
East.
We gotta go that way. It's northwest.
You're just as bad as me with compass directions.
Yeah. It's like right around north, eastwards. If we get a ship, I'll guide you.
I mean, that sounds about like where we're kind of heading next. Like, we were thinking of went through the mountains to go to Chesterton after this, right?
Yes.
Or Alice?
Yes.
And then to Torash after. So maybe we could go through Chesterton to Torash.
Is all northeast, yes.
Yeah. And then when we get a boat after getting to Torash to go to the island, we could take the boat to the Druids.
There's a lot of land in between.
Yeah,
there.
there is.
Not
I mean, if
sea.
we want to go there, I mean, it's an option if we want to hide away.
You see, as
Well,
you
let's think about what's happening first. So it's,
Yes.
you got there just before me. You can see that Larthanus and Apuk were both looking a little bit restless and a little bit impatient with your conversation. And if your conversation had continued, they would have wandered off.
Is Abai here too, by the way?
Who's
So he wasn't with us with breakfast, right?
who?
No,
Obey?
that's
No,
okay.
and he wasn't as. Oh no, he'll be with you now. He's just been watching from afar because he wasn't with you at breakfast. He came in while you were having breakfast.
Yes.
Okay, because we definitely need to let him know what's happening now, and then also, as soon as this fight ends, that's when we need to go to the city.
Yes.
Yeah, right away.
Mhm.
What we also got to do, which I only think is
That's
fair,
it.
is let
I
the
would say
Kenku know about this curse as well.
Yes.
I definitely agree. Transparency is a good thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like this whole curse thing that's going on.
Just
Who
don't
would the
die.
Kenku respond best to?
Well, they certainly wouldn't like me, so...
Well, I'll go. I'll be blunt with him. Seem to like Farrell and Sykes as well. Why not? Let's
Yeah.
go with us without Tafari. I think that breaks the ice best.
Sorry, can sometimes make things worse.
Oh dear.
By talking.
Ooh.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Sorry,
I'm loving this.
Jeff.
I'm absolutely loving this, but it's also it's kind of a comeuppance that Tefari has had coming to him for a while. Talking of Tefari, as you all head off to either chat with the Kenku or to go see about the preparations for the coming battle in Tefari. What is going through Tefari's thoughts right now?
Mostly that his friends are a bunch of morons.
Why am I not fucking surprised by that? Jeez.
No.
At least
Okay.
we're still your friends.
Hey!
But where are you headed?
Well, I'm first gonna go to the storage area where the dried chili peppers are.
Wonderful. There are plenty of dried chilies here. In fact, there's rather a lot. It seems that the very meager trade in ghost chili peppers dried that your home had has dwindled to the point of non-existence. So there are a lot of dried chili peppers here, and they have your townsfolk have just continued collecting and drying them. So there are boxes and boxes and boxes of dried chilies, as well as also many chilies also just hanging, like the tree branches with the chilies hanging off them are just hanging there drying, and there's even more. There's even more already dried hanging up because your townsfolk haven't found a place to put them yet. There's so much here.
Yeah, so I'll try and find whoever is in charge of the storage.
That's fine. You find a
And,
young looking individual who's currently just got his feet up on a chili box, leaning backwards in his chair with his head against the wall, looking half asleep.
Well, I will gently wake him up by casting the fireworks spell next to his face.
Ha! Fuck! 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 And he goes to wipe his eyes, and then instead of like the hands going to his eyes, the arms go to the eyes. As it's fuck. Oh my god, wow, god damn it. Jim, why the fuck did you do that for? What? As he
I will just intercede at that moment and say, well, it's good that I find you awake.
Oh, fuck my lord, shit. God to heaven above. My lord, yeah, I wasn't sleeping. No, wasn't sleeping.
No, didn't look like that at all.
What can I do for you?
Well, you see all those beautiful chilies behind you?
Yeah?
Well, I'd like you to grind them up in as small as possible.
Sure. Is it? Are you planning to restock your chili powder? I can do that. How much do you need?
Well, a few tons.
I beg your pardon?
A few tons.
You sort of see him with a stunned look. A few tons, my lord?
Yes. The glass blower will deliver some glass orbs here, and I need you to fill the glass orbs with a tiny bit of water and a lot of chili powder.
Okay. How soon? This is looking around at this warehouse full of boxes and dried boxes of dry chili.
As soon as the glass blower is done with his glass blowing project.
Right. Okay. Oh bugger. Okay. You see him look around. He goes, where the bloody hell did I put my mask? Oh, there it is. And he reaches over, and you see this almost, using modern world examples here, almost a World War II gas mask. As he grabs and starts to put on him, and you see the big, massive glasses where the eye holes, the eyes glasses are, and the massive chamber that sticks out in front from the protection, and you hear him sort of, right, hey, sir, you want this is so difficult to take in this mouth. So you need Hammett?
As I need all the glass orbs filled.
Right. I'll get on it. Oh god, this is gonna be a lot of work. I hate this thing.
And he wanders over to you can see a bench in one corner of this warehouse, which has this very, very, very large stone bowl built into it, and it's very, very basically it looks like a giant mortar and pestle, effectively. And already on this countertop, there is already a bunch of dried ghost pepper chilies, which were going to be purchased for the grinding of up. It appears that grinding these chilies is also part of the sending of said ghost chilies, and he gets to it very quickly. The space starts to fill with this very faint, dark red dust. And you realize, as you sort of stand there watching, your eyes begin to water, and you realize that you know why he's got the gas mask now.
Yeah, before he does all that, which is absolutely fine, I will like to ask him if he's got any spares.
Spares what, sir?
Gas masks.
Uh,
I
uh,
may need them for research.
how many do you need? I've only got two, one for me and one for the master.
I kind of need 5 more. Who normally makes them?
We normally get them from the Adventurers Guild.
Good. Well, thank you, and good luck grinding up the chili. And I explained to him the mixture, how the mixture should be. And
Yeah, of course. Of course.
and then I'll continue on to the glassblower.
All right. The glassblower is already up, and the fire has been lit, and you can see him is already busy with creating very small bubbles. They don't look very, very big. They look effectively the size of a ball, like the ones you would put on a Christmas tree. They look effectively around about that size, and they look extremely fragile.
All right. Well, I'll walk up to the glassblower, and I will ask him if, how many and how fast he can make them.
As you head up to, you see he catches you, he sees you, acknowledges you're there, and finishes blowing a very, very small amount of air into the end of the stem that he's got. Before reaching over, holding that very small bauble with a dampened cloth, and then just very, very gently, almost crushing it slightly to break it off, before he gently places it on top of the already growing pile of small glass baubles. As he said, puts the pole aside. Well, it's just me, I'm afraid, my lord, so it's taken a while, but there's that little box over there, and you see there's a small box which contains already several of these glass baubles. Just be careful lifting it, it might might collapse on, not the box, I mean the baubles, they might collapse on you.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Can I just take a few and
of course,
when you're done today, deliver them to the chili warehouse?
I will, my lord. Are you really sure about this?
100%.
Alright. Your word is law around here, my lord. And he...
Yes. But, just to be safe, in case Atlas, fucks up my plans again, I would like to have Mr. Glassblower make a wisdom saving throw.
So what is it you are wishing to do? Tell the class what it is you wish to do.
Well, I kind of like to tinker with his memory a bit,
Modify memory, here it is. Let me just have a quick look at the spell. Just making sure that, because I believe from what I remember, there is a limit to how far back.
The last 24 hours.
This is still within the last 24 hours. Alright, he's just an ordinary dude. Here's your wisdom saving throw. Here's a 3.
Ah, well, he fails to save.
Oh yeah, he definitely does.
I would like to modify his memory then, and because he just gave me an excellent idea, I would like to have him think that he is making these glass ornaments as Christmas decorations for a big Christmas party that we're hosting this year in the village.
Wonderful, wonderful. What does it look like as the camera is watching this? What does it look like when Tefari performs this magic?
Well, he'll just go to the he'll thank the glassblower and take 4 of the glass bubbles. Carefully puts them inside his coat. in his special grenade storage area, which he now has.
Sure.
And as the glassblower is continuing his work, he'll just quickly look around. Okay, no one's watching, and he'll just gently place his hands next to the glassblower's head, and a small spark of magic flies out and just enters his brain. And it's not very, it's not extremely bright, but it is giving off some white greenish light. And he will modify the glassblower's memory.
The set of the man's shoulders, that concerned, slightly stressed form of somebody who knows what they're making for, just relaxes slightly as the memory begins to take hold, and the realization that, these are going to be painted later, and they're going to be beautiful and delightful for the winter solstice when that eventually rolls around. It's quite early, but get ahead of the game.
Better be prepared. And I'll go away, fill the glass bubbles with a little bit of water, and I'll go back to the chili boys.
Mm-hmm. I will gloss over that moment as when you get there, you can smell the chili and it's like cover the mouth, etc. It's fine, and you're able to fill up, let's say four of these small glass balls with the chili powder. Where do you go after this?
I will then go to. Oh, I really want to test out these things though, so I kind of want to just catapult one into the random villager's face, but I should probably not.
Probably not do that.
No.
Considering the conversation that just happened. Probably not a wise idea.
I have to go do boring things and talk to Grandpa.
Tafari's intelligent doesn't mean he's not going to be an asshole.
He chooses to ignore doing the smart thing.
So
go for the less fun option.
So he does end up going to Grandpa. Okay, we'll cover that next time.
Apparently people dislike it.
Such a rough time to
Yeah. It's a hard life.
It's a hard life. I do need from somebody though. I need a D20 roll, please.
do it.
Give me 2 seconds. Okay, that was a bit too quick, but sure. Okay.
You did ask.
I did. I did say also give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds, but that's okay. Yeah, deal with it. Let's try this way or another. So it'll be a +3 to this.
19.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Interesting.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Just making a note. Alright. Thank you. And with that, with Tafari heading off and doing the boring thing, and the rest of the Scarlet Guard heading to the outskirts of the large town, small city, we will end the session today. Oh, that was fun. That went places I didn't think it would. That went places I didn't think it would. Ooh.
Gotta love that tension, though.
Yes.
So juicy. So juicy. Getting to sit back and just.
Long time coming.
Oh, this was a long time coming.
We angered our lizard friends. No.
With the amount of bullshitting that Tafari's been doing over the months.
Years.
Well, he's been doing that to himself for years anyway, but still.
Yeah,
That was-
but at least I have chili grenades now.
Silver lining.
Silver lining.
That's
Did you guys?
what I'm important for.
Did you guys all have fun though?
Yeah.
Despite the tense moments.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
Good. I'm happy about that. I would say any memorable moments, but there was a lot today. So,
Bran, voicing Bran.
I'm happy how the inside roll on Teferi went, where Atlas was like, yep, he definitely told Epic this. Yep. Let's grab that opportunity with both hands.
well,
Yeah,
It could have gone such a different direction had he been honest to us, but not to them.
Yeah.
Like, we could have made different choices.
oh yeah.
We were like, nope.
and then Ferric out of everyone called his bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, Ferric just going, yeah, you just lied. Like, yeah, no.
And you still don't know if he's told the entire truth.
We never believe you again on anything.
I have
I just
my
also
guesses.
think it's funny that I always get a low insight whenever it's Teferi, but like I have a naturally really high insight, but Teferi's
Mhm.
somehow always able to trick me.
Pretty much, yeah.
Man, there was a lot of favorable moments, but one that I really enjoyed is that little moment with Ferric where everything just drops.
Mm.
In reality, he's just a broken no.
We're all broken in some way or another.
That is completely fair.
That's true. That is true.
And
was
that
a
little
nice
moment
moment
with
too.
the sea. Yeah, that little moment with the sea goddess too.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Goddess, huh?
No name.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I may also have given you guys a little bit of a hint as well, because you know how I go with my gods in this world. But I didn't
This
do
is
that
no
this time.
god.
I didn't do this time. So
Mm-hmm.
for those of you who have been joining us or have not been here from the start, whenever any of my players decide to interact with the gods that the characters believe in, I always have them roll a d100 with the top 5 or the bottom 5% being a chance that the god responds, excluding the spell, of course. That's how I run them, because I believe my gods should be not quite as what's the word, interfering as they sometimes are run in other games. So that's how I run them. But this time it didn't happen. So I'll let you guys play with that how you wish. We're going to go and raid somebody now, because that's what we do at the end of these games. And I'm also going to try and get out of this room, because it is like a furnace in here right now. It is so hot. And I've
Get
got
out
my
of
fan.
the engine room.
Oh god, I've got my fan going as well, but it's still just as hot in here. Where's my raid? There we go. Rage channel. Who are we going to raid? It's so hot.
Difficult.
Nocturnal. We're gonna go raid Nocturnal.
Ooh,
We're gonna go raid Ralphie. He's live,
Nice.
and I don't think we've ever had a chance to raid him, and he's live when we're live. So fuck yes, we're gonna go raid him. He is awesome. He's a wonderful, delightful human being. Really chill and really sort of heartwarming and huggable and all those wonderful things that he just is. It's got a very interesting title. I'm not going to read it out. I'm going to let you guys discover it as we go in and raid. But he's playing Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition. So yeah, we're gonna go and raid him. Head over there, give him some lovely, wonderful hugs, likes, loves, all that wonderful stuff. I know you guys are capable of. Yes, yes, Graham, I did see that. I did see that quote. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Yeah, I'll be back on Sunday. I think it's yes, of course we'll be back on Thursday, but I'll be back on Sunday with Fortune's Whimsy as the players figure out what they're going to be doing, because they've they've raided the wizard's warehouse, burnt it to the ground, and now they've got to figure out, are they going to stay, or are they going to leave? Are they going to stay and face their consequences, or try and leave? You know, we'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, I'm off now. Take care of yourselves, love each other, give yourselves big hugs, give your loved ones big hugs, and we'll all see you again soon. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.